Wheel cleaning is really extreme. So here at the E, they are really massively dirty. We have some serious rust spots where the paint has already flaked off. So we will never get the parts back to a like-new condition just through cleaning. They really need to be sanded down and completely repainted if you want them to look top-notch again. But everything is doable. However, to get there, we first need to clean them properly. I have brought you 3 cleaners that work very, very well, depending on the level of dirt you have. We are looking at acid-based wheel cleaners, Dr, Wack Intensive Cleaner, which means 2000, 1 chemistry and polish. And in the end, we will take another look at the stubborn tar stains using the Tixotropic here from ADBL, which is also a brand new product. So it's a trio team, completely mixed with brands, just as you know it from me. Let's get started, have fun. So here we are at the wheel. You may have seen one of the last videos where I did the wheel cleaner comparison, and it turned out that the Tuga Aluminum Devil in red, the acid-based one, was indeed the stronger weapon. It's clear that with a strongly acidic pH value, it simply has a bit more power. If you use something like this here, always make sure not to spray it in your face. Not even beer helps much during a storm at the self-service box, so wearing glasses is relatively ineffective. So really pay attention to work safety here. Also, wear gloves when you work with this, and then spray it evenly. You can see here, we have other challenges as well. We let it sit for 2 minutes, as stated on the bottle. We still have tar residues and adhesive weight residues here. So this is now a multi-step process, and you can't know in advance what will be sufficient. I don't know either. We will just test the acid-based wheel cleaner here. Once it has had a little time to work, I will take a scrub pad as well. You can see that it is already quite worn out and won't get 100% clean anymore. But it is actually ideal for this kind of task because we are not talking about a Saturday wash, but really about a complete, I won't call it restoration, but just bringing the part back to life somehow. And I hope that it works well. Of course, you can also help out with a brush afterwards, but a brush is always a bit of a challenge. It just doesn't have the power or the friction effect. In this case, a scrub pad or a proper brush is definitely at an advantage. So if this has had a chance to work a bit, then we'll just go over it with the scrub pad. And I tell you one thing, these things are just an absolute wonder. Just take a look at this. And this is also super gentle on the wheel, 2001. This combination is absolutely worth its weight in gold for me. How do I know this? I have already cleaned another wheel to such a shine. It went very, very well with that. Of course, it's another new challenge, but it worked wonderfully with another set of wheels. Here, the scrub pad and Tuga Aluminum Devil come into play. They can reach into these small gaps here, where the little letters are still located on the backs of the spokes. Just look how beautifully clean it gets. What we can't get rid of now are the tar stains, obviously. And now you either place the wheel on a rotating wheel stand where you can turn the wheel, or you simply turn it by hand. You don't have to film it on the side as well. So, as you can see here, we have paint chips. There are already some real damages in here, so the wheels are definitely not the newest anymore. So, tar stains remain, we'll take care of that afterwards. I believe everything should still be clearly visible. Yes, look at that, amazing. 2001. These scrub fibers are like little brush hairs, but let's say they are more abrasive and sturdier. And with that you have a really nice scrubbing effect. So it's very, very easy to see here. So here is a little less. But take a look at what can be achieved here. I think this is definitely the better option than working with a brush. And it also spares you a textile brush or leather brush, I mean. No, I'm not taking that now. I mean the wheel brush, because it has bristles that are too long again. You just end up bending everything all the time. And I wouldn't sacrifice my microfiber wheel brush for this either. I'd rather use it for the standard wash afterwards. So now we are almost done with the round. Here we have the last two heavily soiled backs of the spokes. So once we rinse everything off now, I believe it will look really, really good. Go over the connection again. You can also polish it here again if you want, but that's actually nonsense. It always depends on how much effort I want to put in. Now let's go along the outer ring again. So now let's just rinse everything off properly. Look how dirty it is here. Wow, absolutely top. Just take a look at this. So, let Tuga Red sit for a while. Support with MS. Scrub pad. It's an absolute dream. I think it's fantastic. But we can also see here that the rims have already suffered significantly. Here, rust is coming through and the paint is peeling, but it is still nice and clean for now. And if you want to have it repainted, for example, it also needs to be clean. So here, in terms of cleaning performance, it's top notch. Now let's take a look at the tar stains. For that, I brought a second scrubbing tool. But this can be done well here. And now we will simply use my favorite tar remover, which also has a bit of abrasive power. The Dr. Wack All-in-One Intensive Cleaner. And here, I also put a little bit on the MS scrub pad. These are the stains I'm talking about. Down here. Here is the T. This is of course completely rusted here. Already here is the tar stain. So now let's put a little bit on it. At the beginning, gently soak the area a bit because we want to work on a large scale right away. Now I'm dabbing the area a little. It can still be a bit wet. That's not a problem at all. Rub this in nicely, like so, in this area. And now let's just move over here. And depending on how thick these stains are, let it sit for a short while. Then we have, for example, this tar stain, which is really solid. You can also loosen it a bit here with your glove. If you notice that it is as hard as stone, you can first try to loosen it like this. Look, this is like a stone that has burned itself in here, so you only have to remove the last residues, and then you can already see here. Okay, that even turned into a proper stone chip. Okay, so now you just go over it again, and then all the tar residues will come off. This is all in the rim, everything is peeling off. The clear coat, it's crazy. There's still a bit of tar stuck in here. Ah, look, it's coming off now. Rub in a targeted manner, but here, this is all cracked paint. But over here, where the tar is, there is still an image in it. Let's just rub it. On point by point here, change the direction, and then you'll quickly notice, look here, it works without strong solvent fumes. And then really only the cracked paint damage remains here. But the rest looks good. And the third product that I brought for you is the new ad block. And here we can simply spray the area again. It always depends on the severity of the dirt. So if you still have these very tough residues, you might need to work with a rubber attachment for the cordless drill, or perhaps use products with strong solvents. But here we can just test it after a short exposure time. I'll check if there's anything else written here. 5 to 10 minutes for very stubborn cases. 5 to 10. We can just do a test. And here we have already tried to loosen a part of it. Let's see if that works. Yes, look here. Yes, you can take it down point by point. Look here, how beautifully clear this area is now. It has turned out really, really well. And over here, we can continue with the spots. Also here, nice and targeted. Yes, take a look. And how many seconds have passed here? How many seconds of exposure time was that? Maybe 15-20. Look, it's coming off completely here. The little runny noses are already dripping down. So there are different options available. One is the intensive cleaner. Take a look here. Or just go over it again with the right tar remover. Wow, what can still be achieved here? It's just amazing. But we have a lot of damage here. It's important to think about safety at work. Look at how many scratches are on this. The paint is bubbling in many places. Here are some stone chips that you can't get rid of anymore. But it's amazing what these cleaners can still achieve. Let's take a look. Here we have a few more spots. You can also see how it really comes off here. Look. Can this still be solved here now? Or is it too tight after all? There is also paint damage. For example, this is an area that I would simply polish again afterwards to get the deep scratches out. There is still quite a bit to resolve, but not 100. So here, a polish would also be quite useful. We will also go over this again. And this is really quite a bit of work here. 2001. Yes, and treat this area back here first with an eraser attachment. But you see, you can also remove quite a bit here with the appropriate cleaners. I've shown you everything 30. A lot can also come off. I have linked everything below for you. So it will now just be a matter of diligence. 2001. Yes, and then we just keep going around once. The same goes for the other 3 rims. Let it sit for a moment. Then we can take another look here. Yes, it dissolves. It says so right there. 5 to 10 minutes. Look, now it's gone. So here, just really give it some time. And just like that, it's gone too. Here, it dissolves step by step. So really give it some time to take effect, and now it's gone as well. Or you just have to rub a little harder. Here, the thixotropic tip works. So here it gradually dissolves, step by step, and also completely and effectively removes. As you can see, this is definitely a challenge and it can't be done in 5 minutes. That's why it's demonstrated here on a rim. The last residues from these adhesive weights, I've already made plenty of videos about that. Then you simply take this eraser that you can attach to the cordless screwdriver, or you can use a really strong solvent-based cleaner, but you really have to work through it extensively. That's why I recommend this eraser. I will also link the appropriate video below and you can follow it just the same. In the end, the rim is actually really nice and clean again. And then, depending on the condition and how it looks for you, you can either simply put the vehicle back together or, like in my case, I'm really considering completely sanding it down and then taking it to a painter to freshen it up. It also depends a bit on the price. I haven't fully decided yet what I will do, because in its basic condition, it's still okay. Yes, the rust spots are just unavoidable, or the chipped paint spots. Until then, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. You have seen, the scrub pad is an absolutely great tool, especially when it comes to rims. It works very, very well. You can also use a proper brush. In this condition, don't scrub the rims with a scrub pad and brush at the self-service box here on Saturday just yet. You don't have to do that. However, in such a condition, when you want to restore a basic level of cleanliness, it is definitely recommended. I have dirty hands everywhere here. It continues at E. Have fun, everyone. Enjoy the next video, and I'll see you next time. You can reach me anytime on WhatsApp number included below the video and always displayed. Just send me a message and you'll get my response to your topics and problems in a timely manner. Take care, your Sebastian. Bye, guys.